Hi, welcome to my next tutorial, which I'm calling Fun with P-Mixes and Switches. So check this out. Previous tutorial, I've got my Futaba T8J and my servo gimbal, DJI Phantom. I showed you guys how to use the knob, the VR knob, to turn the camera down, as well as to use a switch. But then I figured, heck, I've got all these other switches and all these other P-Mixes, so let's have some fun. So check this out. I'll go over to P-Mixes 1 through 6. I'll go to number 2 here. And what I did is I set it up so the switch is switch B, position is down, the master is aileron, and the slave is AV2, which is the 8th channel on the receiver. And then what I did is I set the top rate to -50, and then to actually select the lower rate, or the right rate, I actually turn it right, and I change that to -50. And check this out. When I move the stick, the aileron left and right, it actually tilts the camera. And which is pretty cool. So say you're flying FPV and you actually want the camera to turn, just flip the B switch and turn the aileron to the right. And I figured I could go another step further, and I checked up channel 3 here, or node 3, and I did the exact same thing with the rudder. So I now actually have the rudder being pumped into the slave AV2, and I use switch F, which is this one down here. So check this out. So now when I move the rudder, it actually tilts the camera. But if I use the rudder and the aileron, it actually does both, and it actually makes it 100% because I had the other one set to -50. So now I can actually use both. So if you want more extreme camera mode, you just select that, and they're both going. And then I figured, what the heck, I can go one more step further, and this is a little different. I set it, sometimes when you're going forward, you don't want the camera to tilt down, you want the camera to stay up, you know, go up a little higher. So I actually have this one with the elevator being pumped into the GER, which is the pitch. And I have that set to switch A, position down. And this one was a little different. I have it set to -50 on the lower and the 0. So now, let me see if I could turn that on. It's this switch right here, switch A. So now when I pull back, the camera tilts up just a little bit. And still behaves normally, but pulling back tilts up. And this could be, you know, it's only set to -50%. It could make it -100% or forward. And there's a whole lot of options. So there's just some of the fun things to do with the P-Mixes. Thanks a lot.